Hi, everybody. Old Dynamite here, the maniacal maestro of the microphone and the voice of AKA American Combat Alliance. Standing next to me is our co-main event, Mr. Benjamin Zelfer, coming all the way from Kansas City, Missouri. Benjamin, you've got a heck of an opportunity on your hands tonight. We've got an old ring general stepping back in the ring. He's a former WBF America's Intercontinental Champion. He's a former NABF, NABU. You got the youth on your side. You're a good, strong-looking young man. What have you done to really get yourself ready stepping in with a veteran opponent such as Blake "Trouble" Franklin?
I've been in the gym every day. I haven't slacked on my practice, and I'm just ready to do my thing tonight.
Any lags from the travel coming in all the way from Kansas City, Missouri? You up here in North Louisiana right now? Everything okay on the travel?
I feel great, man. I'm ready to go.
Good stuff, good stuff. Any predictions on tonight's fight, Benjamin?
Win at all cost.
Win at all costs. Ladies and gentlemen, he's known by his friends, fighters, fans, and family as the Hitman. And there's a contract out tonight for Blake Franklin here in Shreveport, Louisiana. We're live, large, and in charge from Sam's Town Hotel and Casino here in Shreveport, Louisiana. And standing next to me is Shreveport's favorite son, the co-main event fighter here tonight, Blake "Trouble" Franklin. Now, Blake, for the last couple years, you know, you've been kind of focusing on your gym, Trouble Boxing Gym at the compound here in Shreveport, Louisiana. Some folks thought you might have been done, but I think there's still a few treads left on this tire. You've got a young, hungry up-and-comer coming from Kansas City, Missouri. How's it feel to get back into that training camp, to get back cutting weight? How you feeling right now?
Man, I feel great. You know, I was talking to some of my guys, you know, and it's always been coaching. You know, when you get in there and train guys and see them step in the cage or the ring, you always have nerves because you can't control anything. Today, this morning, I woke up with nerves for me, and it was something different, and I was sitting there going, you know, this is something different again. I like this feeling. It's good to do this. You know, we're going to see if there's some tread left on the tire. I think there's a couple more, you know, bullets in the chamber. You know, we're going to see. We're going to give it all. Timing was great. I had a great camp. Sparring was good. You know, first fight since 2019. So we're going to see what's going on. It took a little while, but we're here. We're going to have fun.
Now, Blake, I love to get into the mind of a fighter. Now it's a little different for you because you have so many young men and women that look up to you. You coach them. They're learning from your tutelage. Does that put a little more pressure on you knowing you got some students in the house that might be watching you tonight?
All day long, you know, that's something I was thinking about earlier. I was like, man, I've got to definitely perform for them, you know. It does put a lot of pressure on me, you know, whether I've got to perform. I've got to go out there and show them what we train and teach and work on every day works. And it puts a lot of pressure on me. And to those out there that, you know, are members of the gym watching and aren't here in person, I'm going to go out there and show you what I can do. It's great to know that they look up to you and support you. So we're gonna see how it goes.
Well, folks, I don't know about a bad moon rising, but I think there's some trouble brewing here tonight at Sam's Town Hotel and Casino in Shreveport for AKA40 live professional boxing.
Benjamin Blake, I'll get instructions beforehand. Make the commands at all times. This looks good, guys. Any questions in the corner? If not, go to your corners, ring the bell.
Here we go. The crowd definitely has showed up for Blake Franklin. Let's see if he can use that energy to pick up his first win in the last decade. Here we go. Zelfer getting right to the action.
Zelfer definitely putting the pressure on Blake Franklin early. To his credit, Blake Franklin seems pretty calm.
Definitely poised out there.
And that really speaks to the experience that he has. We know he has a lot of that in his belt, a lot of former championships that he's won. Not to say that Zelfer doesn't have the same thing. Both of them look very calm and collected out there.
Nice shot to the body.
Right hook snaps off to the body of Zelfer. Double jab cross. Zelfer trying to catch Blake Franklin backing up on a straight line. A big swing and a miss. Solid evasive movement from Blake. To the well one more time.
Blake's always been good at luring his opponents in and landing that counter left hook. And so I think Zelfer's style really plays well into his, you know, his game plan, his his overall demeanor, the way that he usually fights.
Shot there from Zelfer.
Stabs the right hand to the body. Swooping left hook to the head. Double jab. Right hook to the body from Blake Franklin. It's been a good shot for him thus far, that hook to the body. Zelfer really relying on that pressure, trying to find that big right hand.
Inside 1 minute to go in the opening round. Again, we're scheduled for 6.
Swooping right hook to the body one more time.
Good body work there from Franklin.
Wondering if he's giving him that read intentionally, maybe gonna change it up on him here. Ooh. Little gamesmanship by both men there.
Yeah, that's
in that
right.
Exchange. Zelfer with the hip toss, Blake with the counter left hook. Looked a little MMA-ish.
Yes,
there.
it did. It 100% did. Final 10 seconds.
Zelfer really looking for that right hand. Franklin again, right hook to the body, comes back to the head with a left hook. I like that better.
Strong first round here for Blake Franklin, it felt like. You know, he definitely did a good job, worked the body a bit there, and felt like he had the better moments in that first round, Victoria.
Yeah, I agree. Like, he was definitely landing a lot of heat to the body. His movement looked good. He was able to evade that big right hand of Zelfer a lot of the time. I think that's gonna, if it keeps up, gonna proceed well for him to slip out of range of that and land. I was impressed with the left hook he landed off of the ropes. I would say that looked a little WWE to me. It was pretty slick.
Bounce off the rope, hip toss for good measure, and he's got the steel chair.
So, but let's talk about what does Zelfer need to do to turn the tide in his favor? What kind of improvements do you guys think that he could make going into round 2?
Yeah, I think the best work he's done is just putting pressure on Blake, trying to line him up with that right hand. He needs more of that, just a little more action. But Blake done a good job. He's evasive, solid with his fundamental movements, steps left, steps right. Nice short left hook finds its mark there for Blake. This is the work Zelfer needs, though. He needs to back him up with that double hook, double jab, trying to find that cross.
Ooh,
left hook.
That left hook really landed clean, and again.
Good work from Blake Franklin. Going right back to the body.
Looks like Blake Franklin gaining a little confidence, fighting with a little more swagger now.
Franklin pushing Zelfer back.
Ooh.
Both fighters letting it fly.
Both guys got close with a hook there. Probably one of the better exchanges from Zelfer in this round. It's been mostly Blake Franklin.
Halfway through the second round. Back to the body.
Good hand speed from Blake Franklin. Jumps off the page a little bit, looks nice.
Yes, he does. He looks
Snap out
crisp.
there a little bit. Sharp jab. Confident, effortless. That's 2. Big left hook misses.
Franklin fires back.
Blake doing a good job with his movement. Zelfer's just not able to track him down and cut him off like he needs to.
Beautiful lead hand uppercut, coming close.
And Zelfer seems able to slip some of those punches, but he really puts himself so far out of position, he's not able to do a whole lot with it.
Yeah, I think that's great analysis there, Victoria. Another good round for Franklin. I'd say he won that one as well. And the body work paying off for him, and then that left hook has been there as well, Matt.
Yeah, the left hook found its mark, especially early on. Really solid shots from Blake Franklin. Good movement. Again, just leaning on his fundamentals, kind of going to some of his old tricks. Had a couple moments where he switched it up a little bit, but that right hook to the body's been money for him, no doubt about it. Left hook up top has found its mark. Again there.
Another look at it, nice right behind it.
He's doing a good job of changing it up now. Zelfer looking for that left hook, so Blake showing him the left hook, bringing the cross right down the middle.
Yeah, I think Franklin really does his best as he kind of lures Zelfer in, cuts those different angles. When I worry about him is when he's up against the ropes and he's still. Zelfer hasn't landed anything super clean there, but the potential is there for him to land something. So as long as Blake stays on his foot movement, I think he'll do well.
Zelfer a little more urgent at the beginning of this round. Rightfully so, I would say.
Going for the guillotine once again.
A few quick body shots from Zelfer before the clinch.
Some clinch work from both guys.
Kind of a strange tactic here, but it is drooling, leaning on each other like that. Not a bad way to try to burn a guy out.
Decent body work there from Zelfer on the inside.
Yeah, especially a guy that's coming out hot because he knows that he's behind.
Zelfer kind of looks like the fresher of the two.
Yeah, there may be a strategy from Blake to kind of buy himself some time.
Oh, there it is.
That right hand to the body landed for Blake, and right there, that short lead hand uppercut found its mark.
Yeah, but I have to say, I like this better than the clinch.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I think this is better for Blake. Let's stay out of that clinch. Let's not let this big, strong guy lean on us.
Ooh,
beautiful left hook.
His counterpunching's been incredible.
I mean, it's so on point tonight.
And let's follow it up with something here. That one left hook is great, but I'd like to see him chain something off of it.
Inside 1 minute to go in the third round.
Short left hook. Again.
Zelfer ripping some hard body shots in the clinch.
Yeah, digging in there, but
he's not letting Blake have any breaks in this round. Definitely turning on the pressure from what we've seen so far.
Snapping jab from Blake, finds its mark. Beautiful left hook, runs into the defense of Zelfer, but still not a bad attempt from Blake Franklin.
Nice body hook at the end of that round.
well, a closer round, but I would still say Franklin did enough to get that done in that round. So you got to think it's 3-0 here as we're now halfway through with this fight. And Man, the improvements I feel like we've seen from Blake from the last time we saw him here to today, it feels like quite a bit of difference. He looks so crisp and calm out there.
He's a boxer.
Yeah.
You know, he's a boxer. His background has always been boxing. He has toiled with the kickboxing a little bit, MMA a little bit as well. But I think this is where he's most comfortable. It looks that way tonight.
Yep.
His best work here. And yeah, I mean, I've not seen Blake Franklin look like this in 10 years. He looks great. Happy for him.
The question is going to be if he can
Big
keep
left
it
hook
up.
there from Zelfer. Yeah.
The question is going to be is if he's got the cardio, because it seems that Zelfer is increasing the pressure, and it's going to be a little bit harder.
It's getting a little chippier out there too. Let's see how that plays in the mind of Blake Franklin as Zelfer continues running his mouth. You see him get up, get off the stool.
Yeah.
He already kind of thinks same thing. Got to come out, eats a jab for his troubles. Left hook there too.
That left hook.
Finding its mark.
It has been the
That is the
superstar.
story, yeah.
Yep.
Not a bad
Story of this
idea
fight.
from Blake here to come out and get started fast, have a couple big moments, and then see if he can't keep him at the end of his jab.
Got to be careful, though. There's definitely some power in that left hand from Zelfer as well.
Zelfer's motivated, too. You can tell he came here to win.
Oh, a little less talking, a little more swinging. Sometimes you can think about what you're saying, and that can be the split second that causes you to get hit, to be honest.
Yeah, I've never had much success myself with the smack talk.
I don't know how anybody does it.
Some guys are good at it, you know? It works when it works.
Some people need it to motivate them. It's part of it. But it can also be a double-edged sword. Back into the clinch for both guys. About a minute has ticked away in this fourth round. Zelfer trying to get in there and make it dirty.
Yeah, it's got to be grueling having Zelfer land. It just seems like he's the thicker looking fighter here tonight. He's got to have a little bit of maybe a weight advantage on Franklin. And he is determined to make Franklin carry it.
Definitely a deep breath there from Franklin. But Zelfer hasn't been able to make him pay yet.
Good movement.
That's what he's got to stay on the movement.
Yeah.
He's got to stay on the movement. We got a minute left.
If he continues doing this, picking his shots, just being patient, moving his feet, these are exchanges he's winning.
Very smart fight so far from Blake Franklin. He's been able to execute his game plan.
Getting a little on the ropes there, a little closer than he thought he was. Left hook came close.
Yeah. Zelfer definitely looking to open up those big shots once he gets close. And so far, Blake has been able to evade them.
Zelfer trying to let it go. That's a big left hand that lands for Zelfer. Back to the body.
It's honestly one of Zelfer's best moments in the entire fight here.
Blake looks a little gassed over there, guys. Final 15 seconds of round number 4.
You can definitely tell the rounds have added up on Mr. Franklin. He's still had some gamey moments.
He's got to be careful trying to separate here. He's given Zelfer the space to tee off on him.
You could make the argument that Zelfer won that round, especially with the work towards the end of it. There was some nice moments early on for Blake. I think Blake's body work early on in that round was really good.
Blake kind of started fast there, had some big moments, but I agree, the optics towards the end, and just Blake kind of losing his footing and kind of falling all over the place there. Had some good clean moments. He needs to get back to fighting that high IQ fight that he was fighting there in the beginning. That's when he was having the most success.
Yeah, and I think it's about kind of avoiding that clinch with Zelfer. You know, that is definitely wearing on him. And as Zelfer is able to corner him more and more, he's going to find those opportunities to land those big shots. Blake needs to stay on his bike. He needs to keep moving and not allow those things to happen.
2 rounds remaining. Could be 4-0 Franklin. I think it's maybe more likely to be 3-1 here.
That last round, definitely Zelfer's best. Comes out, picks up right where he left off, putting the pressure on Blake. Nice.
I mean, that body work has been great from Blake. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
A little bit of a clash of heads, maybe.
Have to give it to Zelfer. He has eaten a lot of body shots tonight, and he is still coming forward.
Franklin's corner calling for him to let his hands go, and he obliges. Ooh, nice. Franklin tripping a bit.
Difficulty dealing with that pressure.
I see some blood on the elbow there. I don't think that's from anybody's face. Zelfer looking
Nice
for the uppercut.
Yeah. Zelfer.
Looks like a solid
guillotine.
arm in guillotine attempt. Maybe would have liked my elbow a little higher, but
Ooh, those are some wicked body shots from
substantial
Zelfer.
shots there.
Nice left hand
Blake's
as well.
Gotta move out of there. Those just nearly missed. Those hooks from Zelfer. Ooh.
Blake probably smart to do a lot of clinching here. You can see he's starting to gas out a bit. And this was somewhat his problem in the last fight we saw, Victoria.
Yeah.
He really did struggle in that third and final round.
Beautiful lead hand uppercut finds its mark. Maybe gets more defense than chin, but
Yeah.
sharp
If he's
jab
not
from Zelfer.
able to make the movement that he needs to make, that clinching is his best bet. Zelfer looking to land some big shots here. I'm not sure why he called them off the
Zelfer telling him to
ropes.
bring it.
Definitely not.
He had a chance to tee off there, and he let him off the ropes.
It seemed a weird game plan, in my opinion.
Sure. A strange flex there, my man.
Franklin,
Still,
good body shots with that left.
Franklin digging those big, hard body shots.
And some of the best punches he's thrown in the last 2 rounds. Zelfer right back on him.
His right hand's landing for Zelfer.
We got a fight.
Less than 15 seconds left. Oh,
He
hit
just
him and
gave him a little kiss. Wow.
Not the best optics there from that last part of the round. He just,
Look what Marab has done, guys.
Yeah.
You know. But another good round by Zelfer. There's no doubt the tide has turned. I don't think it has to do a whole lot with the skill aspect at this point, more than it has to do with the cardio. Blake is starting to gas a little bit. Zelfer has seen that, and he's pouring it on as best he can. But Blake still had some really good moments, Victoria.
yeah, I agree. And it's just going to come down to what the judges see as being more substantial in this round. I feel like my head is saying that though Blake had some good shots he landed, the pressure of Zelfer and the bigger shots were his in this round, and definitely that last bit of the round, the optics there where Zelfer landed some shots, and Blake's answer there was just to kind of wrap the legs a little bit. I think he's got to really sell it this round that he wants this.
What are your thoughts right now, Matt, going into this final round?
It definitely looks like Zelfer is the fresher of the two, and he's going to come out and try to pick up where he left off in the last round, put that pressure back on Blake. These are the better moments for Blake. He did still have those veteran, cagey, you know, the types of moments you expect from a guy who's had a lot of fights and had a lot of success. And you can still see it in Blake from time to time, but it's certainly obvious that his cardio's waning here. His best move is to just continue to stick to the fundamentals that have carried him through thus far. Careful right there.
Yeah, looping left over the top.
And again, in the first 3 rounds, that was an exchange that Blake Franklin would win. He skips in a sharp left hook off your chin before yours gets in. That was a low blow.
That's a great point. Blake
Now we're gonna give him a little
exchanging
look,
one.
too.
Hey, you
give
hit me,
him
I'll hit
back.
you.
Yeah, keep him
Both
up,
got one. Both got
boys.
one.
Everybody's even now.
That's
2
why
minutes
they wear
remaining.
The cup.
There's that left hook again for Blake. He's had a lot of success with that tonight. He needs it now.
Kind of a throw there.
I feel him, I feel him, I feel him.
And Zelfer wants to get to work. Franklin trying to shut that down. Franklin stumbled back there. I don't really think he got hit with a shot, though.
His feet are a little all over the place. You can see a little fatigue. There we go.
There we
good
go.
body
That's
work.
what we need
That's
to
some
see
great
from
work.
Blake in this last minute and a half.
Sharp punches and bunches when he lets them rip. It's a thing of beauty, even in his fatigue right now. He can still have a moment or two. Ref just gave him a shove.
Let's wrestle
All
more.
right there, old codger.
More punches. Let's go.
1 minute on the clock.
Double jab scores there for Zelfer.
Both guys leaving it all out there in this 6th round.
Oop, those punches score. Cross skips off the forehead of Zelfer.
When Blake lets him go, that was a beautiful uppercut
Yes, it
right
was.
there. When he
Off
lets him go,
platform.
they're looking beautiful. You just got to let him go.
I think Blake found a little bit of second wind. Oh, more of a pull down.
We got 30 seconds here.
Yep, 30 seconds to work. Zelfer right back in there. Franklin greets him.
Runs into a left hook.
He's got to move. This is right where Zelfer wants him.
And this is the way these last 3 rounds have finished, with Zelfer pouring it on at the end. 10 seconds left. And Franklin will be content with hugging it out. Great head movement by Blake Franklin.
My goodness.
What a 6th round. What a way to finish things off.
I have to hand it to both guys. I'm impressed because we could tell after round 3 that Blake was a little bit gassed.
Yeah.
And he pushed through that. I mean, it wasn't always the prettiest, but he made it through those 6 rounds. I also have to hand it to Zelfer. You know,
Zelfer looked good,
he
yeah.
looked
Had
good.
good moments.
He really.
This was a
he
great
changed
matchup.
the momentum after round 3. He really went to work. So,
Even though Blake was tired, there were some really high IQ moments
yeah.
in there, right? Like
He's
picking
still-
his spots and his shots, especially that body work whenever Zelfer would charge in, he'd pop him one
Still
time. Good
incredibly
stuff.
savvy. Even there at the end, Zelfer tries to bite a little too soon, and once more Blake loops in that crisp left hook, and it finds its mark. Sweat just sprays in the opposite direction. Great fight. It's a hard thing to come back from a layoff and get back out there and garner the courage and the gumption to go and face a man who's probably in better shape, who's been more active. So good on Blake Franklin tonight to come out, and I think he got a victory tonight. I think he did enough, had some big moments. Zelfer was game, had some moments of his own, but overall I think it's a Blake Franklin night.
I'll be shocked if they don't raise Franklin's hand. I've got him 4-2 winning this. I gave 4 and 5 to Zelfer. I've got 1, 3, and
if
6
that.
going to Franklin for myself. 1, 2, 3, and 6 is what I meant to say. But either way, both of these guys getting back in there, showing that courage, showing the will and the skill as well. Judges tallying up the scorecards.
both of the fighters over there talking to each other, showing great sportsmanship.
Yeah, I believe there was a little bit of bad blood, a little bit of jawing back and forth, as you might expect, between 2 guys who are about to fight each other.
Yeah. And Dynamite's on his way to the ring. And here I go too.
So Dynamite has your results. Will it be Blake Franklin or Benjamin Zelfer, your co-main event winner, coming up right now?
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of fantastic boxing action, we are going to the judges' scorecard. Ladies and gentlemen, Judge Mr. Sparky McDuffie scores this bout 59 56 in favor of Franklin. Judge Matty McFarland scores this bout 58-56 in favor of Zelfer. Judge Pat Dayton scores this bout 58-56 in favor of your winner by split decision, Blake
Now Victoria will
Mr.
have a
Franklin, come
conversation
and
with
see
your
me. Congratulations. Congratulations.
He didn't win that fight. Y'all see what I see when I know he didn't win that fight. Hyping this man up.
It was a very close fight, and
I want my respect. I won this fight.
respect to both of you guys. It was a very close fight. It seemed like there might need to be a rematch.
He held the whole time.
It seems like there might need to be a rematch. But please let me do my interview. You look really good. Those first 3 rounds, you were landing a lot of clean check hooks. I think what it came down to was cardio, and we could see that you really pushed those last 3 rounds. And congratulations, you made it. How are you feeling? What are your thoughts on this fight?
Hey, I've waited a long time for this, so give me just one moment if you don't mind. Hey, Shreveport Bossier, I've been doing this for 30 years. I want somebody y'all to give this man a round of applause. Look, I've been in this game a long time, and I've shown disrespect and respect. And that man right there came to fight, win, lose, or draw. I don't make the decisions. I've won some that I thought I lost, and I've lost some that I thought I won. But I've got a couple of things to say real quick, because I don't know if I've got any more bullets left in the chamber or not. I came into this camp at 190-something pounds, and I got down to 157. So Wednesday of this week, I lost 175 pounds of silicone, saline, and Botox. And for those that know me, know that that's true. And I got news for you. In doing so, I lost some very, very valuable possessions to me that I've worked 30 years to get, and I probably will never get them back. So after sitting down with my family, friends, and camp, I want to go get one more title run to get something to hang on my wall back, because she took some stuff from me that she should never. All right? That dude right there deserves some respect and a chance to get another win somewhere. But I didn't do this, and I respect Benjamin Zelfer. But before I get out of here, because I know there's one more fight that everybody came to see, I want to thank Brent Mason, Daniel King, AKA and Bishop Promotions, because they've had my back in thick and thin. My family, my daughter, my girlfriend and her kids. But thank God that I'm still here. Oh, and Brent Mason and Victoria Leonardo for always having my back. But if I've got another one left in me, I promise you to have enough gas left in the tank to finish the fight the right way, so there's no more question marks. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate you, all the love.
One more time, give it up for your winner, Blake Franklin.
Great fight tonight from Blake Franklin, a well-deserved win in my book. Obviously, Zelfer saw it a different way, but look, that's the way it is sometimes. When you're in the heat of the moment, you have that confidence brimming from a fight. You think you came away with the win, but in the end, it's Blake Franklin. Great work, high IQ work throughout this fight from Blake.
Veteran, savvy, beautiful work, good stuff, fundamental, great boxing. Love to see it.
I thought I was going to have to tackle somebody.
Hey.
I was getting a little worried for you out there for a
Brent
second.
Mason handled that with grace.
He did. My husband, he's always got my back no matter where I'm at.
Obviously one of the better coaches in the area as well, Brent Mason, doing his thing, had his fighters ready to go here tonight, and Blake shows up and gets the W.